Welcome engineers to Race from today's problem getting through the Spanish Grand Prix of the driver career with Racing Point and Sergio Perez, and here we are just getting a claim from the practice sessions, which I have once again accumulated. But yeah, if you haven't watched the previous episode in Netherlands, we got our first points, so hopefully we can continue that amazing run. And hopefully we can get some more points today. If you watch my team episode, qualifying didn't go quite to plan. And what I mean by qualifying didn't go to plan, we got out qualified by our teammate. So I doubt we'll be doing well today. As the two McLarens set fastest lap, as we're gonna come across our line to set the fastest lap overall. And we're in 5th position now. Let's go for our second lap. Don't quite work. And we're gonna go on board for our final lap now. As get ready, go through turn. Let's go on the gravel, into the barrier, and we failed that lap, and no point doing another lap because we have front wheel damage. And now I'm just gonna skip the repair time now because not too much to go. But if we go to the XP stuff for podium pass, which I looking forward to. I don't really like it though, but look at the standings, we are not in the top 10 from being top 5. We're now in 15th position. Yeah, no. Why? How has that happened? Yeah, just no, I don't like that. Interview. It wasn't really a good day, mate. My biggest rival. I'm not gonna go for the Perez. I'm probably gonna go for Lando Norris, to be honest. Seems much easier than Carlos Sainz. And yeah. Car is competitive. Kind of. Helping car is a little bit better, but you never know. Might be really good in other tracks. Thank you for appreciating my time as Max Verstappen went fastest. We don't really go up in the claim, which is understandable considering we got P15 and Perez got like what, P7. But here we are, going to see if we can make some upgrades. As I don't remember, do we have enough? I mean, we have enough to get that one, so possibly. But no, we're going to go for a ICE gen durability because if you saw there, wait, what was penalty? I can't see. Blah blah blah. I get a penalty for doing this between qualifying and the race. What? When was this ever part of the rules? This weren't in last year's game, was it? No. That was not in last year's game. So how was that fair? That is not fair. We get a penalty for it. No. Why? No, you're violating. This is a violation of freedom. I have none. Just no. Oh, well, depending on how much we're going to be dropped, I feel like it's going to be at least 5 per unit, so that'll be 10, which meaning we'll be starting from the back of the grid. And so yeah, let's just go to commentators and the race.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel and Albon, Ricciardo, Sainz, Perez and Lando Norris.
Lando's starting 10th.
Gasly, Daniel
Hopefully we can beat him.
Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Latifi and the engineer. Which of these talented
44 place grid penalty, what?
Today?
I dropped to the back of the grid. No matter what. I just take one penalty, boom, you're at the back of the grid. What? No. Again, it's a violation. Anyway, like I said, Lando starting 10th. Hopefully we can come back and take 10th position from him. But you never know. Anything can happen. Even though Spanish Grand Prix is usually a boring one. But we're just taking out some fuel now. And we're gonna get ready to go racing. There's a component change, 22 place with penalty. So yeah, qualified first, I would have been at the back. As it's lights out and away we go. We get a good start compared to the team feet, but we have to straighten up so we lose out a little bit. But the two Williams cars battling it up ahead and they get further away now. We go down to outside and making sure we have the correct assist on. Just remembered that from qualifying. We tried to go around the outside of Russell, and the TC got past Russell into the braking zone, and that brings us up into 19th position. As next up is Latifi going to go make a dive bomb into turn 4. Got messing around with these overtakes. So there we are. But as we go further on in that lap, gaining on Kevin Magnussen ahead of us and Grosjean, so we're going to make a dive bomb on both of them, get past both Haas cars now, putting us up into 15th position, 16th position, as Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap at the end of that lap, obviously. As Kimi Raikkonen is up next, as we set a 1:30, I believe, as Valtteri Bottas sets another fastest lap, as we're gaining a little bit more on Kimi Raikkonen, Gio, I think. Kimi Raikkonen ahead. So, yeah, not going too badly. As I turn the light on so I can actually see what's going on as we go for a dive bomb around the outside of Kimi Raikkonen, and we make it slick. As Jeff now tells us that we've got somewhere on the MPUK, meaning we have to lower our ERS deployment. Yeah, that's annoying. We'll have to change that for the Monaco Grand Prix. Although it won't be too bad because it's Monaco. You can't overtake. But I can tell you that I'm on the controller for that episode, so yeah. We need as much help as we can. Very worn out MGUK now. Maybe forced to retire. I doubt that will happen. As we set a 120.3 on that lap, as we're aiming right to the back of Antonio now. There's grip level is expected to fall away as we go to a massive inside dive on Antonio, as we now have the Toro Rossos ahead of us as we get a collision for making contact with him. But we're in P14 already, and we haven't made our pit stop, so that'll be in about 3 lap time. As I now need to change it to new mediums, because I don't want to come in onto new hards. As we're closing in on Gasly, as Sainz, Hamilton, Verstappen all pit, and so does Perez, and now so does Gasly. So we'll get past him. There's a notification on my tablet as we it's our medium one-stop strategy in this lap, but we're not going to come in this lap because we want to come in on lap 8, which if you watch my team, I should have came on in that previous lap as opposed to coming in now, because that really messed me up. Although hopefully this strategy don't mess me up this race as we come into this up, making sure that we get that the car slowed down as Bottas sets the fastest lap and takes first from us. Annoyingly, I would have liked to stay in that position, but we can't because we're in the racing point. And we're going to come out the pit lane with a 2.7 stop as we are ahead of both Alfa Romeos, as our teammate is now dropped behind Kvyat and Gasly, so that's good for our sakes, meaning that our first overtake after all these after pit stops will be on our teammate, so hopefully we can close it in on him. As Kimi Raikkonen is a engine problem, probably, as he's now been overtaken by his teammate, as we'll open the DRS lap for our car. Not close enough to Perez yet, as we go onto the back straight now. Are we close enough? We've got the overtake button on, and yes, we go for a dive bomb now. Quite easy. Maybe made a contact, nope. Quite clean move. And next up is Gasly, Monza winner, as we go into the main straight now. 19.9 on that lap, gained 1/10. Where we're going to go? We're going to go to the inside, turn off overtake mode, as we go to the inside, quite clean move. Next up is Kvyat and now Norris. As get really close to Kvyat and we get 5 laps of fuel remaining, and we've got 5 laps now. As we are closing in on Kvyat, as gained 5 tenths on Gasly behind. No, really, because we both took him on the car. As we're catching the car ahead, and Jeff is warning us about the tyres. Are we going to make a big boy dive bomb? Yes, we are. We're pulling to the inside. He helps us that Kvyat made a lock-up, but still made the overtake. And now next up is our rival of Lando Norris. Can we close in that 8 tenths? We're in the DRS zone, so hopefully we can close in now, as Gasly is out of the session as there's a safety car due to that, and go really wide at turn 7 because of that, and now we've got to catch up to the safety car queue, as yeah, so worst lap because of that. There's got to warm up our tyres, as now safety car is coming in this lap, and if we don't get a move on, we're probably only going to get a maximum of 10th in this race, because Lando Norris is now slowing down so much so that we can't get past him, that we can't close up to Ocon. So AI mistakes maybe, meaning allowing Norris to not speed up. So yeah, we're not going to do very well as we looking to make a move on him, even though we can't, as it's safety cars. I think I tap him. I pause for some reason as we get ready to go racing now. We've caught up to him just a tad, 6 tenths behind. There's now maybe we can make a move on him, as we've got 3 laps remaining now, I believe. As we come into hairpin at that lap, maybe we can move on to it on him on the outside After that, no, as we make a half spin, as Valtteri sets at 118.4. Not too bad from the pin. We've got final lap of the race now, so hopefully it's really close now. Can we make a move on Lando before the end of the race? As we're gaining so much from him now. We're less than a second behind, less than half a second behind. Are we going to make a big boy dive bomb? Yes, we are. We pulled to the inside. We're far back. We've made a move stick, and we're up into P10 from P20 in this race. As Valtteri sets on 118.4, we're going to come across the line for P10 from P20. What an amazing drive from our team today. Brilliant.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Wow, that was a little bit boring, to be honest. Thank you for the drive today, thank you. It is awfully nice of you. It is a bit boring.
A real team effort which has paid off in spades. A great victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Yeah, I changed my mind. It wasn't boring, it was more annoying because I had to overtake people and then catch up to the driver ahead. And then I had to overtake them. So it's just getting a little bit repetitive and then, yeah, boring. But anyway, we made the move on Lando to get us P10 in that race. Luckily, as we get 1700,000 resource points, XP bonus points. As we now go on to the result, as we set a 19.9 so far off Valtteri's lap time, as they switch round, as Perez dropped to 13th position from 9th, as Pierre Gasly, the only retiree in this race, as George Russell hit, I'm guessing, in the safety car, so that's why he's a minute and 7 off the pace compared to his teammate being 40 seconds off the pace. But if you look at the standings now, only 1 point behind Sergio and Norris, as we overtake AlphaTauri in the championship standings. So not too bad. But here's Claire now. It is Claire, yeah. You're cutting your way through the field. Yeah, that's it helps when our engineers do create a raw horsepower. That's good. It wasn't really close, but we were pushing each other to the best that we could. And I believe those were just friendly nudges, because they were. We always got to nudge each other all the time. Just tell us, yeah, I'm here. Don't count me out.
Great, that's everything.
Thank you, and we're gonna improve on the rivalry breakdown as we now are 2 ahead of Lando after our first race. So hopefully we can get to 30 much quicker as we level up to level 4 in driver acclaim. As getting some weekly resource points, as the next Grand Prix will be the Monegasque Grand Prix. And let's see if we can go for any more upgrades. We can go for one on the power, which we do on the ERS recovery system, as we have the best power unit on the field, which is awesome. But we're just going to advance now, as hopefully those upgrades come into the car, which they do for now. Got all 3 sides of the things being improved, which is quite nice, as the next Grand Prix will be the Monegasque Grand Prix. But until next time, share with your friends, because friends have common interest. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. But until next time, I've been Racengineer. I'll leave you with the highlights of the race. I've been Racengineer. Goodbye.